Hello, and welcome to Module 2, Disability Law and Policy and Physical Accessibility. Um, so this is what this module is going to be about. There are some resources on the web page. There's the first thing is an article by Joyce Downing, Media Centers and Special Education, Introduction to the Special Issue. Intervention in School and Clinic back in 2006 did an entire issue on different special needs, ways of helping students with special needs, ways of having your library more accessible. It's a great issue. If you have access to, I can't remember which databases have it, I got it through the Salem State databases, but the entire issue is wonderful, and you can get that, you're librarians, you can find it. The information is on the page there. I did put a copy of Downing's introductory article just because it's a great, depending on how long it's been since the first module we did all together. If it's been a while and you need a refresher, it gives you sort of a refresher of the overview of things. It also touches on disability law a little bit, and there's just some really nice anecdotal stuff in there as well. It's a reasonable article to get through. And then I went through, and remember I told you about Project Enable at Syracuse University. They have this amazing online training for librarians dealing with special populations of learners. What I did was they had a great section on disability law, and so I took their text and copied and pasted it into a document, and then I weeded out some of the things that weren't necessarily applicable for us, for our needs. I highlighted and italicized things that I thought were particularly important. I did leave some of the live links in there, and they had some ones specific to Massachusetts, which is nice. So you can just read that, and it won't take you very long, but there's also a lot in there that you can explore. In addition to that, so the disability law, I put in a guide to the IEP that I'm not sure if Project Enable put that together or not. It'll say on the thing. But if you're curious about what some real in-depth stuff, the guide to IEP, the first 22 pages is riveting. After that, it slows down a little bit. No twist at the end. It just sort of peters out. But it does give you a great overview of how they're put together, what they're for. There's also, I don't know if it's called NICHY or NICHCY, which is a center for providing information about disabilities that has since lost their funding. They don't exist anymore, but Enable referenced them a couple times, and they put together a really nice sort of list of there are, according to I think ADA, there are 14 specific types of disabilities, and they have a guide to each of those and what they entail. You remember, we talked about this during Module 1. Go back. It's all on the Module 1 page. I think I wrote things down. You can access the PowerPoint is the word that I'm searching for if you want to go back to that. Anyway, but I put the niche, I'm just going to call it Niche. I put the Niche PDF down there that gives a nice detailed explanation of everything. And then your activity may look crazy, so don't worry. Remember, 3 hours. 3 hours, and then you're done. Set a timer because this could just go on forever. The links and everything else. So what I want you to do is read the Joyce Downing article. I want you to read the disability law PDF. Those two things, read them because you need them. Read them because you need them. Then your activity is listed down there, the ADA Accessibility Checklist. That's from Project Enable, and it is really, there's a lot in there. And what I want you to do is print that out. Print it out and walk around your library after school, whenever you get some time, and just answer the questions. I have no realistic view of how long it's going to take you to do this. I did it in little pieces when I was doing it, so I have no concept. And it also depends on, on your library. But what I'd like you to do is go in your library and try to do as much of that as you can. If you're doing this So Module 5 is, I believe, an accessibility plan that we're going to work on as a group. But if, and that's just, a group activity that we're going to do the last day. It's going to be a lot of Module 5 is putting that together. And this checklist is really going to help you as you're doing that. If you're doing the course for credit, you're going to be writing up a formal accessibility plan, and you will need this as part of your raw materials for that. So if you're doing, if you're doing this for course credit, finish it. If you're not doing it for course credit and you just kind of want to get a bead, but the more you do, really, the more that it's going to help you. It's something that is very tangible, something that is really, oh good, I thought I shut this off. Something that's really going to help you out in your library as you're looking at ways of making it more accessible. So fill out that ADA accessibility checklist and bring that with you for the second face-to-face next month or tomorrow, depending on when you're doing this. Not tomorrow, surely. Okay, I believe that that's all the information you need for Module 2, and I'll see you in Module 3.